Well, we've always done it that way is not a good enough reason to continue doing it that way. I think about this little funny parable. There was this mom and she was cooking a roast and her daughter was watching, and she cut both ends of the roast off, put it in the pan, and then stuck it in the oven. And the daughter, kind of trying to figure out why that was that way, said to her, "So why do we cut the ends off the roast?" Mom said, "I don't know. My mother always just did it that way." So she said, "Let me ask her." So she pulls her mother aside and said, "Hey, why do we cut the ends off the roast before we put it in the pan and in the oven?" She kind of looks and goes, "I don't know. My mother always did it that way." And she happened to be in the room. So they went and grabbed her and they said, "Why do we always cut the ends off the roast before we put it in the pan and then in the oven?" And she said, "Because I never had a pan that was big enough to fit the roast." I love that parable. It just goes to show that you can turn something into a tradition the way that it always has been and forget that it started that way for a very good reason. But that doesn't mean you need to keep doing it that way.